Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Time to go to work. Let's pull off some of these things that I have in my trailer so that I can load up some burn barrels, some tires, and a few other things to bring into my scrap guy. Picked up this goodness the other day. The lady told me this does not work. The switch or something's not working. It's mostly a lot of plastic. To be honest with you, the whole bottom is plastic. It's got a little bit of aluminum here at the top. Not sure if it's worth trying to take it apart or not. When I loaded this thing the other day, you can see money started falling out. So I'll check into that and see if it's look at this, pennies from heaven. So yeah, we'll check into that real quick when we pull that thing off of here and get ready to load this thing up. There might be some more in there, so let's get it. Get all the money. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 69, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 83 cents. Not bad, not bad. I'm making money already. These particular machines are so easy to get the motors out of. It's literally a couple bolts. And then this is what, if you bring it into someplace, this is the things that they like to buy or own. So if you can bring this into someplace and they can resell these things, you can actually probably get about $30 for this dryer washer. Just picked up some change that was on the ground. Apparently came out of that thing. It's a Canadian nickel. Canadian nickel. That's a surprise. 1980. I'll take it. I wanted 5 barrels. I mean 10 barrels. So I get 5 from here and 5 from up front. Not only am I going to be selling these barrels to him, he also said he'd pay me for tires. Yeah, said he'd pay me for tires. So I don't plan on getting much or expect that I'll get much, but if the tire looks in decent shape and I pick them up anyways, might as well make $5 or $6 from it. Oh,
this is it too. Birds picking it up and dropping the shit.
What is that? What?
Like a salvia.
Kidding me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Look,
Wow.
I'm gonna plant all the way down along.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, some of my wife's plants from over there are blowing all the way down to here. Anyway, let's get these barrels loaded, a few more tires, and we'll call it. We'll go pick this guy up. Yes, sir. All right, love you.
What?
Love you.
Love ya.
See you soon. When I picked up these 2 tires, I was real happy because these tires fit on my wife's SUV, and that's going to save me a lot of money because they got a lot of nice tread on them. I'm bringing these tires in because I was going to bring them down. I literally was going to bring these tires in and have them throw them away, because I have a place I can throw them away for free, as many as I want. But I just assume make $5 or $6 a piece for them. So from now on, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, I'm still out here working in the yard picking up barrels, and my barrels are done out front. I've got the tires loaded that I want to get out of here. Now because I want to get about 10 pounds of copper to bring in with me to make sure that I have a pretty decent week, and I'm going to do that right here. Right here. And check it out, Junk and Grind. He's a nice guy. He's a grinder all the time. The Scrap Meister on YouTube. And I need some more stickers for my scales. Sculler, come on, man. I need a sticker, brother. I'll put you right there. And who else? Scorpion Metals, you know I love to put you right there. And yeah, whoever else has stickers, send them in. One thing that I liked very much about these scales is you can just about put them anywhere. So there we go. It's going to be right down there, out of my way. I'm going to move a couple things around and cut some copper. My guess is I won't have to take out a whole lot from this barrel to get what I'm looking for, weight-wise. Now look at that! Look at that big string. It's got to go. Got to go right into the bucket. Number 2. Number 2 stringy. Let's see what we got here. More. Number 2. I'm only going to get out just 10 pounds. All right, just because I feel like it. It's not going to take much to make 10 pounds of number 2 copper, but we'll see. This is completely number 2. A lot of oil going through that thing. These pieces here, let me cut them off. That bucket weighs 2.2 pounds, by the way. I already did some measurements. And I wrote it on the bucket, just so everybody knows. 2.2 pounds, guys. Yes, so. And I'm going to the scrapyard today. Yes, yes, yes. We need 10 pounds and the bucket weighs 2.2, so we need 12.2 pounds of copper, of number 2 copper in that bucket. That's what we want it to weigh. So that's what I'm working on mostly, just getting some number 2, and so far we have 8.5, so that means we got 6.5 pounds of copper. These things here, the only thing you have to do, you have to get rid of that bubble thing right there in the middle. Oh, I didn't cut that off. And I'll take that copper right there. I'm gonna add that to my number 2. And the reason why I'm doing that is there's been oil. There's oil in it, probably, still. This is house pipe. I've had nothing but water go through it. This is some number 1 copper. This is nothing but water. Go through that, so that is not number 2. This, you want to just throw that in your dirty brass. Would be the best thing you could do, is you put that in your dirty brass. But I still have to keep going because I only have 6.6 pounds of number 2 in there. And I definitely want to have number 2 as opposed to number 1. Just getting there, or getting to it, because I have so much in here. I might end up getting 5 pounds of number 1, and well, that's a pretty stuff right there. 5 pounds of number 2, I don't know. Number 2 is a little bit harder to come by. That has definitely had oil running through it. It's oil running through it. Oh yeah, we get like that. I mean, this might be, he might consider this number 1, which would be nice. And I'll check him out on that. I'm going to tell him, look, let's go through that bucket. Once I get it to the 10 pounds that I'm looking for, I'm going to tell him, let's go through that bucket, man. See what we got for it. Because I got a mixture. I'm going to say mixture. And see what he thinks of my mixture. We got here copper tubing everywhere. I don't really care if it's number 1 or number 2. I just want 10 pounds of it in that bucket right there. 10 pounds. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This thing for a while, I think it came out of some type of a water heating unit. What is it, instant, maybe? One of them instant hot water heaters. And man, when you get these things, it's amazing the amount of stuff that copper you get out of these things. So real quick, let's see what this thing weighs. I haven't done that for a while. I'm thinking since this was probably oil running through this thing. No, wait a minute. This should have been nothing but water. It's still going to be a number 2 if I give it to them all like that. And that's probably, to be honest with you, the way I think I would turn it in would be just like that. What do you guys think? Which way would you turn it in? These are copper, so yeah, it's all copper. The whole thing is copper. I think that's copper or brass. I think, let me see. My scale says 10.70. Now it says 18.45, so 10.75. Wow, that's like 8 pounds. You know what? I might sell that today. But in the meantime, I still need to get 12.2 pounds of number 2 in that bucket. Oh. Finding number 2 is not that easy. Oh, look at that. Not always that easy. Anything that looks like that's probably going to be number 2 because it came out of an air conditioner. More than likely. More than likely. Oil running through it. We'll pick it up off the ground after we get to it. This, when I'm done with it, I would take this whole piece and turn it in as dirty brass. Dirty brass. See exactly what I'm talking about here. Right there. That, just the way it goes. That, just the way it goes. That you should be able to get a dirty or irony brass for them 2 items right there. And that's pretty good weight. That's several pounds. But irony brass for sure. That's what I get in my yard every time. What do we got? 10.60 on the scale down there. I need some more. Need some more number 2. We got some number 2s right here. It's not real big, but anytime. Oh, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Anytime you run into, a whole lot easier if I just lay it, literally just lay it down. B hit just hit me in the head. These right here, they're always going to be number 2. Always going to be number 2. Because they have a joint right there, solder joint. Didn't see it. All right, we got it already. This piece right here has a solder joint right there. I'll add that to our number 2. Beautiful, beautiful. And here has a couple solder joints on it. Couple. Right here. Oh, scale went off. The scale went off. That's right. When I pull that off the scale, it should weigh 12.2 pounds, or say 12.2, and I'll be good with that. This thing here, I'm still gonna tear down because that's a nice piece of brass, and I don't know if I can get clean brass or not because of that little pin that it has right there. Oh, look at there. Pin just kind of pops out. Get that. I'm not sure what happens next, but we'll get that to another time. We'll get that another time. I think we're gonna call it what I got right here. Let's see here, guys. What do you think? Let's call it. All right, this is all number 2. All had wire. All of this stuff had oil running through it. We don't want anything. They don't want anything with head oil running through it. And you know something? It used to not be the case. It used to be the case that I'll bring it in just like it was, but they changed that. See what we got here, guys. If I lift this bucket and it says 12.2, we're good. 12.95. We're looking for 12.2. Lift the bucket. 12.90. We're looking for 5.2. Close enough. And I'm going to go through that bucket for number 1 and number 2. I'm going to sell this. I'm selling it, and I'm going to sell it today. All right, guys, let's go to the scrapyard. I sold him 10 barrels, so I'll go ahead and get them unloaded real quick. I'm going to leave them the tires, and we'll see you in a minute. An old friend of mine that used to work at the store down the street from me said, "Hey Drew, I've got a few things you can scrap if you want them. Come and get them." So here I am. See what we got. Put them in front of the garage, he said. Oh yeah, look at that. All kind of goodness. All kind of goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Might want to back my truck up here so I don't have to make that many trips though. Think about that. Oh yeah. Yep. I gotta back my truck in. Now, that's gonna be a lot of trips. Good stuff. Good stuff. Price, I have no idea. Oh, well, it's Tuesday, guys. Scrapple Grandpa, what's next? You know the deal. You're gonna have to ring that bell and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're notified next time I put out a video. And we'll see you on the next one. Scrapple Grandpa, what's next? Check out one of them videos below. You might be interested in any one of them.